Good evening, everyone. How are you? Yes, I'm back after a bit of a break, a well-needed break, some adjustments, but here we go again. So tonight we've got the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Let's look at that one. It's really a very promising card. So whatever you've been waiting for and aspiring about and praying about, asking about, these are the answers coming. Excuse me. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but also to remember that your words have consequences and that your words has impact on the person that you are speaking with and having this discussion with. It says clearly that you need to guard against indication. So if you want to say something, we're always so quick to point. Maybe just avoid pointing and just think about it clearly first, make your notes, pick your words wisely and take it from there before you jump into a conversation that is maybe going to cause you harm in the long run. And the answers that you've been needing is coming to you quite soon. The issue that you're facing could well be one, like just one or a few conversations away from being resolved. So just be patient, breathe, think about what your actions are going to be, think about what you're going to say. Don't just jump in and babble, and it's not always very wise. It also states if you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, and please listen carefully here now, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old Gemini message saying, least said, soonest mended. It's not always necessary to have the last say. Sometimes you just need to listen, and it can all be resolved. It's good to have a talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself issues with your words. Sometimes we just need to rephrase, pick the right words, listen to hear before we respond. So just calm down and be calm when you're having any discussions with anybody. Florence Shin had this saying, your word is your wand. So you create magic and your own reality when you express yourself with your words. This is saying, if you do the mantra of I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm blessed, and I'm safe, as soon as you get obsessed about something, that is your mantra, you keep on repeating it, that'll become your reality. But as soon as you go and you sit and you think, all you think about is like, oh man, I can't do this. Yes, you won't be able to do that. But if you change your sentencing in your mind and you say, I can do this, I can handle this, I will get through this, I will survive this, then that will be your reality. But also, if you do it negatively, I can't do this, I'm going to fail this. Believe me, you won't be able to do it and you will fail it. So you need to pick basically how you want to do your reality, which is expressive, is enormous. It is so important in our lives. People don't realize this. Yes, I do understand that maybe you've been negatively programmed since you were small, and people telling you, oh, you can't do that, you can't do that. Eventually, you start believing, I can't do that. But you've got your own mind, you've got your own free will, in which you can actually um, know that you can do that. You know you can do that. You know you can survive this. You know you're going to make it through till the end. You know you're going to pick up the pieces and rebuild. You know that. So speak that into existence. And then attuning to the moon, again the warning comes, have an important conversation but stay calm. Erratic behavior, screaming, being aggressive, as to listening, being calm, being assertive, and hearing what the other person is saying and answering correctly. That is what tips the scales, and that is what makes the huge difference. Then additional meanings. Please remember again, this is additional meanings. It's not to say that it applies directly to you. It may apply to someone else that you know about a situation and you're thinking, I know that person might need this message. Please pass it on to that person. Okay. So the additional messages is, don't be superficial. Be honest, be just, be upright, be strong, be true. Don't pretend to be what you're not. That is what superficial means. It means you are what you are, and that is how you act. You don't give someone other play about what you think people would like to see. But sooner or later, it's going to drop. You're not going to be able to keep your act up, and that is total failure. Again, it comes up, someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? So just pay a bit more attention. And also, maybe this comes into not just saying something because it might hurt someone badly, which has got very good intentions towards you, and it's actually a very nice person. So just be nice about it. If you're in a situation that is tentatively explosive, you need to laugh it off and just move on. If something is upsetting, just, we've got a thing of smile and wave. But you can't stop your journey, and you can't stop what you're busy doing for every dog that's barking. If that makes sense to you, you can't start rebuilding your life, and then someone comes and says, yeah, you can't do this, you can't do this, and you're doing this wrong, and you shouldn't do this. If you stop and you listen to what that person is saying, you're not going to achieve anything. You're not going to go where you're supposed to go. By all means, if that person has got a valid point, this is where it comes in again, to listen. It's very important to listen, to hear what someone else is saying. If that person's got a valid point, then address that point. Take stock, make notes, see if you can change anything for the better. Okay. Also, it's an indication that job applications have good prospects. So this is so positive. I love giving these messages. Again, I can say this, yeah, but in the end, what your action is going to be is what is going to determine the outcome of it. Okay, you can't come back to me and say, yeah, but you said this and this and this and this and this and this happened, because then I'm going to say, okay, what did you do? What was your actions? Because I write down everything in my book. But if the other day I said, yeah, if someone gives you a reading, they put their energy into it, and that'll be your outcome. It's not. How can I put my energy into it, and that'll be your outcome? doesn't make sense. We work with Oracle. We're spiritually connected. And that's how we know, like when I draw the card, I bless it back and I ask to be guided, to be able to give the right message across to whoever is out there that needs this message to make the right decisions. Also, I can't tell your future. Again, it gets back to what decision you make, because your decisions will affect your own future. It's got nothing to do with me. I just give the message out, how you perceive it, how you act on it, and in the end, what you did will determine what's going on in your life. Okay, and then just a teaching regarding this card is it shows talk, talk, and more talk as a very emotional full moon that's moving in communication, sign of Gemini. And also it says it's too easy to say too much. So mind how you go if you pull this card. Basically what it says, it's easy to babble a lot, but think. If you're nervous and anxious, very emotional, step back, breathe, just go for a short walk, come back, and then try it again, okay? So I see there's some Wi-Fi social event, and the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. Get out there, have fun. Winter times are wonderful if you're in our country. Summer times is wonderful if you're more up north. You know, sit around fires, socialize with your friends, get together, because everybody needs social interaction. And then just as a closing, it also points that it's a good time for either taking on new studies or thinking about going into new studies or new directions. Okay, so that was quite a cardful. If you need any assistance, please message me, DM me directly here on Messenger, or you can WhatsApp me on 068 235 3993. I'll gladly assist you. For prices, also just give me a message. I'll answer you back as soon as possible. And there we go. You must have a good evening further and enjoy it. Keep well.